So good afternoon, Nonada gathered here. So today's topic is all about training and development, and here is the content. So first, we will be discussing about the training's definition, and next is the differentiation between the training and development, and next is the need for training, and next is the process of training and types of training, and then benefits of training, and at last the methods of training. So the reason for giving a training in an organization. So every employee need a training because unless or until they give a training, definitely they couldn't able to do any particular job. So here I have mentioned the Edwin B. Flippo's definition. So the training is all about increasing the knowledge as well as skill to do some particular job. And here I have given an example. The best example is sales. So in order to do something sales, for example, if a salesperson wanted to do some, he just wanted to sell a product, definitely he should be given some training to do so. So unless or until they give a proper training, they couldn't be able to approach a client or a customer. So that's what the training is needed. So for each and every organization and for each and every sector, definitely training is needed. And here is the difference between the training and development. So the first is the training. So training is totally job centered. We can say that it is mainly focusable for management perspective. And here a trainer is definitely needed. A trainer or an instructor will be needed to train a particular employee. And here separate learning skills and knowledge should be adapted to in order to attain that particular job. So specific skills should be needed for an instructor as well as for the employees to get adapted to a particular environment. And next we go to development. Development is all about self-development and it is fully career-centered. We can call it as career-centered and we can call it as a self-development because if I am joining in an organization as a team leader and I will be working there for more than 3 years and I wish to move towards one step higher, that is for a managerial category. In order to do so, definitely I need some skills. So here, that is what the development is meant for. So as a team leader, I am moving towards as a managerial category. Definitely, I need to improve my skills. And here, I am shaping my attitude towards that particular job. And it is up to overall growth. It also benefits both the employee as well as the organization if we focus on training and development. And the next is need for training. The reason for giving the training in every organization. So first one is better management. Unless or until I give a proper training for an employee, I can't able to manage a better people as well as the better organization. And here increased safety. The reason for mentioning increased safety is all about if an employee happen to handle a heavy load mission, unless or until I give him some training to do so, definitely he can't able to handle it. Okay, that's what I have mentioned here as an increased safety. And the next is greater productivity. Of course, every organization is looking for a greater productivity. So in order to achieve so, definitely they should be given a proper training for it. And the next is technological advancement. As per today's trends, so after this pandemic, definitely the technological advancement is increased a lot. So in order to get adapted to that particular environment, each and every employee should be trained. And the next is a kind of linking. That is, in order to link an employee specification as well as the job requirement as well as the organizational needs. To link all those three, definitely I should give them some training. And at last is full and fully promotion. Either it can be an IJP. IJP is nothing but internal job promotion. Whether a company is promoting one particular person by giving training or else one person themselves, that is a self-development. Through self-development, they will be promoting themselves to the next level. So it can be anything. And next topic is all about process of training. So there are 6 processes of training and the first one is identification of training needs and the second one is I am framing some objectives or goals in order to attain that particular training and the next is designing of training program and next is training methods or material, whatever it can be. And next is performance trial and follow-up. So in the upcoming slide, I just elaborately explain what it is. So the first one is identification of training needs. We can segment it as 3 categories. That is organizational analysis, operational analysis, and manpower analysis. So in an organization, there will be some resource allocation. So many employees does not know why it is actually using. So in order to do so, definitely we should give them training. So effective utilization of resources. Okay, so in order to do so, definitely each and every employee should have some knowledge as well as skills. So I need to find a particular employee who can be trained, or else I can import from them as a new fresher bee. And second one is objectives or goals of training. So here I have mentioned as the purpose, the reason for giving them a training, and in order to prevent some organizational effectiveness and to have a better and safety management, in order to make my work as an error free. And the third segment is designing of training. So before giving some training for my employees, I should have some content, what I am going to convey to them. So in order to do so, first thing is whom I am going to train. I am selecting certain number of people whom I am going to give a training, to whom I am going to motivate in order to do that particular job. And here, the preparation of trainer or an instructor. If I am an instructor, I should know what I am going to train them. So I will be preparing a certain procedure, what I am going to convey to them and what I am going to train them. So this is called trainer instructor preparation method. And the next is training period. How long I am going to train them, train that particular employees. Okay. And the next topic is all about training methods and materials. So here we can segment it as in two format. One is on the job training and second one is off the job training. On the job training can be shortenedly termed as OJT, because here a person can learn about a job by actually doing it. Okay, and here off the job training is all about, here it is almost similar to that of the on the job training, but they are actually doing that particular thing which they will be stay away from their working environment. And next is performance tryout. And performance tryout is all about, I am giving repeated training for my employees to make them familiar with that particular job. And at last is follow-up. Follow-up is all about just to check their reactions after their training, and is there any learning from that training, and is there any changes in the behavior of the particular employees, as well as what is the actual results. And next is types of training. So here I have listed a lot of types, so I will be explaining one by one. So the first one is induction or orientation. So we can call it as an bird eye view of an organization. So as a fresher, if I am moving into an organization, I should know what is the actual policies, what are the rules and regulations of an organization. In order to make myself comfortable with the organization, this particular training will be conducted by each and every organization. So which is called as induction or orientation program. Next is JIT, which is called as job instruction training. So job instruction training is all about step-by-step learning. That is, what is to be done, how it is to be done, why I am doing it. So I should have some instructions. So the first one is, I need to prepare some instruction and I need to convey to my employees and make them try it, and I will do a follow-up. And this will be done continuously until they get familiar with the particular job. Next is apprenticeship training. Actually, in apprenticeship training, before talking about this particular topic, there is an act called Apprenticeship Act 1961. Actually, it was amended in the year 2014. So it is applicable for all Indian companies, both public as well as private sector. So the apprenticeship training is all about on-the-job training, and they can able to experience the classroom instruction also. So they will get to interact with the people in an organization for about 6 months to 2 years. Depends upon the company, the period might get varies. And the next is all about internship training. So internship training, it has become a more familiar one. The reason is, many students get an opportunity to move into an organization, and they get an opportunity to interact with the people, to know about the designations, their roles and responsibilities in that particular job. So this is what actually internship training is all about. So a person will get an opportunity to work with the employees and know about the roles and responsibilities in that particular job. And next is refresher or retaining training. So it is nothing but a training is being given for an employee who is actually an old employee, which means already who is working in my organization. It is a kind of refreshing. So to make them relearn it. At last is training for promotion. So it can be of two types. Whether one person they just improving themselves, that is through self development they are moving towards the next level, or else an organization promotes someone to the next level. Next is competency based training. It is all about demonstrating their ability to do something. So I have just given a small example like dealing with customers or events. These all comes under competency based training. And next is cross-functional training. So for cross-functional training, we can give a broader example like retail marketing, and one more thing is banking sector. The reason I'm stating about the banking sector is all about if I'm joining there as a manager, I won't get that particular job from the first day itself. So I will be asked to do all the work. I will be given 1 week time for each and every job. I need to learn each and every job in my banking sector. And after that only I will be assigned as an assistant manager or managerial category. So in order to control my employee, I should know what they are actually doing it. So that is called cross-functional training. So banking sector is the best example for that. Next is diversity training. It is a kind of positive interactive, like positive intergroup interaction. In order to reduce the discrimination, these kind of training will be given for the employees after they get into an organization. And the main benefits of the trainings. So here it is a kind of higher productivity, as I mentioned earlier, and to standardization of the procedures. If I give some training for my employees, I can do a less supervision for them. And here is all about they will get an skilled person with proper, whether they have used effectively utilizing the resources allocated, they have moved on to the next level or not. If not, whether what I wanted to do to make them improve. So the last topic is all about methods. So there are several segmentation. First is on-the-job training, off-the-job training, and other method of training. So in first on-the-job training, coaching, understudy, mentoring, job rotation, and special assignment. Here, coaching is all about I am imparting my knowledge and skill to my colleagues. So that is called coaching. So I am guiding my subordinates. Understudy is all about learning through experiment or through observation. Next is all about mentoring. As a senior person, I just mentoring my junior person. So it is a kind of peer training. Next is all about job rotation. As I mentioned earlier in cross-functional training itself. So job rotation is all about make the person familiar with each and every job in that particular office. And next is special assignment or committee assignment. So it is all about giving a training for a group of people. Just make them into, split them into groups, and I will be giving them some problems or actual problem which is happening in an organization, and make them to solve that particular problem. So this is called special assignment or committee assignment. So I can get realistic examples and solutions from the employee itself, so that if it is a good one, I can make use of it. And next is off-the-job training. So there are several segments here. The first one is lecture and internship training, conference method, and seminar or team discussion, case studies, role playing, and programmed instruction, laboratory method, and T group training. So first about lecture method. It is all about I'm sharing the facts, concepts, theories, and problem solving method will be done in order to impart my knowledge to the employees. And next is internship training. As I mentioned earlier, the students get to interact with the organizational people to know what their roles and responsibilities when they get into an organization. And next is conference method. Here a particular problem will be discussed. Here a oral discussion will be done in a particular forum. And the next is all about seminar or team discussion. Here it can be like one or more trainees will be taken some subject, either it can be a theoretical one or practical studies, and they will be discussing about that particular topic. And next is all about case study. So to make employees know about for one particular problem there are different solutions. So here that's why the case study method is actually used. So in many organizations the case study method is being used because in order to solve a particular problem they need to impact many solutions from the employees itself. So in their point of view, I just wanted to know what is how they, as a manager, how they will be handling that particular problem. So in order to do so, I will be giving them a kind of training called case study method. And the next is role playing, to make themselves as assigned as with the different roles. So it is a kind of artificially I'm creating a situation and make them familiar with that particular character and ask them to do a role play on it. And next is programmed instruction. As I mentioned previously, I will have some certain materials and I will be have some certain number of instruction what I am going to do, and I will be providing it to the particular employees. After giving some proper training, I will be conducting an assessment for them, and immediately after that I will get a feedback. So I can know whether I can improve in any area, whether they are satisfied, whether they have learned something during the training period. And next is laboratory training. It is all about experimental approach training. So they can practically experiment. And next is all about T group training. So we can also call it as a sensitivity training or T group training. So the reason is that here a group of people will get to interact with each other. That is they will be like interacting with each other for a certain period, and all about they can just know about their own experience. They can grab everything from their own experience and they can get to interact with them, and they have some different opinions in case of any problem arises, how they can handle it. So there will be a lot of perceptions there. And the last one is other method of training. So here we have 4 segmentation, that is vestibule training, simulation training, demonstrations and examples, and at last is electronic training. So the vestibule training is all about I am giving some training for my employees by giving an actual equipment but away from their working environment. That is called vestibule training. Simulation is all about duplicating the real job condition. So the best example is pilots. So all of a sudden they won't ask a person to go and do a piloting job. So definitely they will be given simulation training before they get into a job. It is a kind of real-time experiment. So the next is demonstration. So a live demonstration will be given for the employees in front of, like if a problem arises, how to solve a problem. So these kind of method will be happening here. At last is electronic training. So the electronic training has become more popular only after the pandemic. So during the pandemic time, many organizations adapted towards the e-learning process. They have sent the audios, videos, and even they train their employees over the virtual mode itself. So, thank you so much.